Good morning, my lovelies. So today we're going to go through the car camping gear. And joining me today is Kitsune and Rocky. Athena's around here somewhere. She'll pop up or you'll hear her, whichever. So we're going to start our way around the room. And then work my happy way to the garage into my car to show off the gear that is used for camping. Alright, we're going to start off over on this side of the room. Right here, starting off, it's Master Blue Regard. He comes with us on every camping trip. Got an Arctic Air. It is a little humidifier that I use in the back of my car for the dogs whenever it's really hot out and I'm in the middle of doing a video. Chargeable LED lantern. Different settings. High, medium, and low. Have it on low setting, you can work all throughout the night into the next morning. Always keeping 1 pound propane tanks. This right here is for my 1 burner butane stove. That's what I use for soups and making candles. And if it's not windy out, I'm only doing a 1-pot meal, that's going to go with me. This is to keep ticks off of you. And to hang up around camp base. So that way flies aren't a bother for the most part. Keep the mosquitoes off of me. And these are for the fur babies. Whenever I know for a fact we're going to an area that's high in tick and flea infestation. And all these bottles down here, we reuse them to go ahead and keep the cooler cold longer. We'll fill it up, freeze it. Some of them I will mark as salt water, as it will hold the ice a little bit longer. Here, just a couple of little tables. I kind of use it to make my candles, as you can see. So if I ever make a mess on it, I'm not mad. As you've seen the other videos, camping chairs. There's the umbrella again. Now in this thing right here in our little tote, this is for beddings and other little things right here. Shall we unpack it? Alright, and in this tote it carries our bedding, towels, and other little goodies. His and hers microfiber towels because they dry a whole lot faster. And they're very hypoallergenic, so they say. Sheets. We have our own little clothesline for when we wash our clothes at base camp. And we're not on an established campground. Comes with own little clips. And came in its own nice size case. So we have lint roller and what is this? Multi-purpose compressed gas cleaner for dust and lint. This is to, of course, get the dog hair off of things and also to do a tick check in case you're around an area where you have to worry about ticks. For some reason, the ticks don't like me. I'm totally cool with that, but they love my husband. I don't like that. This is, of course, to keep dog hair out of cooking stuff. Next up, we have a shoe rack organizer that normally goes over the door, but this actually comes in handy when, you know, I hang stuff like this up and out of the way. Shower curtain for when we want to shower, because, you know, just because you're out and about in the woods doesn't mean you have to be a dirty hippie. And by hubby's request, we got an air mattress. Bedding we actually use for it. Oh, and this is my whale. I've had since high school. She is now my travel pillow. So here we have 2 different bedding sets. This is for fall and winter climate. And this is more for spring. That's for like fall, late summer, early winter. All right. Oh, and our sleeping bag. I forgot about that. A 2-person sleeping bag that can also convert into 2 separate sleeping bags. Not really recommended to use as a top quilt. I don't really like it. It doesn't fold out flat. That's just me. And here's Rocky for scale. Sleeping bag comes with its own little compression bag. Really love this product. I recommend it. It's awesome. But do know that after a trip you should always let your sleeping bag air out. So that way no mold, mildew would be, you know, festering in there and get all gross and nasty, and then you don't want to do anything with it. Ask me how I know. Alright, next up is a little hygiene crate. We have some dry packs. They're completely waterproof, airtight when used correctly. You can go ahead and go swim around the ocean, make sure this is all clapped tightly, neatly. You don't have to worry about anything getting wet in there. Or if you're carrying wet items, you don't have to worry about the wet items coming out. Such as this one right here held a camping shower. Ta-da! This thing was a little lifesaver. Used it while we were dry camping. And all you have to do is fill it up to, where's that line at? Fill it up to this line right here. And then you set it out in the sun with the clear side facing the sun. Not the black side, the clear side. We made that mistake once because someone didn't want to read the directions. Remember, boys and girls, reading is fundamental. So keep that in there. Toilet paper, because you gotta have TP. And I reuse an old tampon box to hold the TP to keep it nice and clean, because no one wants to wipe with dirty TP. Of course, you know, this houses soap, shampoo. I have toothbrush, toothpaste, because you gotta be clean. Eye drops just in case. And of course, you can hang it up nicely. Hang it out while you're sitting there taking a shower. This little guy, I really do love. It's called a Go Bout. Make sure that you're using biodegradable soap, shampoo, and conditioner if you're going out dry camping and you're showering out in the woods. That's just my little tidbit. For the fur babies, got this shampoo, keeps ticks and fleas off of them. And for their paws, make sure it stays nice and soft, and if there's any cracks in there, get rid of it for a little bit. Put this on it, they're good to go. And then I have biodegradable laundry detergent. Should we be dry camping? Gotta wash the clothes. More ways for me to keep the mosquitoes off of me. Even though I'm not a big fan of DEET, it does work, but at the same time, it does end up messing with my skin. So I don't use that too much. That's it for over here. Alright, moving on to the electrical department. So when we're on an established campground and we do opt out for a campsite that does have electrical setup, I always carry this. Gotta have that extension cord, and then for when we have multiple items we want to charge, carry that. We have a R2 solar, not right now. R2 solar lights that we set up right in front of our camp tent. So that way when we're wandering around at night, I don't have to worry about tripping over the damn ropes. Happens one too many times. Even when I'm stone cold sober. And this is just purely for aesthetics. So little fairy lights. Don't have any batteries in it right now. So let's get it in there. Then we have two different pumps for the air mattress. We have one that goes directly into the car, but if it's a walk-to setup rather than a drive-in, it's better to have a battery pumped one, so that way you're not carrying the air mattress all the way back to your car, pumping it back up, and then trying to hurry up and shove it back in the tent before flies and other bugs get inside. Oddly specific, yes, I know. This was a spontaneous buy because we decided to do a spontaneous trip to the Rocky Mountains when we were supposed to go down to Florida. And yeah, it's way colder up in the Rocky Mountains than in Florida in November, Thanksgiving time frame. I needed that. I didn't have the right clothing for it. Now for this is purely for when you're setting up fires. Lint that you collect out of your dryer comes in handy. Toilet roll centers out of your, toilet paper are great for tinder. And by tinder, I mean starting a fire kind of tinder, not, hook up tinder. Okay, let's make that very clear. Alright, we're moving on to part 2 of the kitchen gear. This is what I use for base camps rather than just for regular everyday cooking on the channel. Oh, save for this wok. You're going to see it on one of my videos here soon. Hubby just got me this new wok. Love it. It's not as big as the one that I have already. Let's do this here. There we go. It just folds up nicely. We have a insulated wine thermos. I also use it for water and all that other good stuff. But this is great in place of worrying about breaking glass because, well, I'm clumsy. In the last trash, I have to worry about the batter. Next up are drinking mugs. This is for alcoholic beverages for myself. The hubby has one. We have his and hers tumbler cups for coffee. Mine is still somewhere in my car. I forgot it. So this is his. And then an old REI coffee mug, but it does not fit in my cup holder in the car. So that's purely for base camp. Of course, gotta have a good old percolator, because can't go on without coffee. And all these right here, yeah, these are the things you get out of grocery stores to put in your veggies, fruits, and all that good stuff. It's great to use for scraps, trash, feminine products. So I don't throw them out, and if they end up getting wet from use before I put it away, I normally just hang it up to dry it. So that way I get multiple uses out of it. As you saw the binder clips in the last video, the picnic table. And I always gotta have vice handy, because I'm clumsy and I have the tendency to drop my phone in water. So this helps out a lot. I'm surprised my phone is still alive and with me. And right here I have 2 little totes to carry some food that I will rotate out should I buy the same exact things for the house. As you can see, right now all it has is a can of sardines and tuna and beef hash. Oh, and Tabasco sauce, because you gotta have some Tabasco hot sauce. Anything else is whatever. And as you can see right in here, this is supposed to be in there. I put that in there. What that is cloves. Dried cloves. The reason why the dried cloves are in these totes is because ants cannot stand the smell of it. Cinnamon, cloves works best. And here's the coffee department.